What we gonna do right now is go back, way back. Give me your thing. Hey, come on, hey, come on, come on, come on, come on. Give me your thing. Hey, big girls like to do the round. Fat girls like to do the round. Fat girls, let me see you grind. Fat girls just doing their own thing right there with the fat thing. Fat girls just shaking them thighs. Fat girls don't make it count.
Excuse me.
Baby.
What's up? I thought you was gonna start hanging out with the big girls again. What is all this trash?
Fat girl, hit the ground, hit it up, and you know something. Fat girl just looking so sweet. Fat girl don't make it deep. Fat girl just shake it, don't break. Big girl, let me see you do a spin. Let go, let me see you touch the ground. Shake it up, shake it up, back down. Drop me and get down. Work it out, work it, work it, work it, work it, big girl, 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 big girls like to do the round. Fat girl keep going, don't quit. Fat girl just move the damn hip. Fat girl get down, don't stop. Fat girl wanna see the pop. Shake it, fat girl, shake it fast. Fat girl, nigga wanna see that. Fat girl bounce like a pro. Fat girl don't know what you know. Fat girl shake till you rip through what? On the wet wet, hard part two. Lips and outs, y'all know the game. Fat girl don't have no shame. Shake that ass, bounce to the beat. Fat girl shake it, jiggle like me. St. Louis, back to the top. Fat girl like to do the round. Work it, work it, work it, big girl, 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 big girls like to do the round. Hey, hey, more hey. Let me hear you say, hey, hey, more hey. Big girls like to do the round. Shake, work, shake, work, shake, work, shake, work, shake, shake, work, shake, shake, work, shake, work, shake, work, shake. To the ground, to the ground, to the ground, to the ground.
I'm sick of this. Now I want to show y'all a real show with the big girls.
Oh, fat girl brought 3. Can't hang with 100% beat. Fat girl know the happen, no quit. Fat girl run like you own it. Put your hands on your hips and grip it. Not new, I'm gonna look like it off the down. Fat girl bring the crew to top the climb. If not, I'ma pull the business down. Fat girl bounce hot, stop tripping. If you do, get chicken and hot bitch. With a lot right, come to the night speed. I really shit get the dead in the world cheese. But fat girl show the boy a shot. Let me see if the fat or not. Don't put fat girl, y'all like the down. Let you out, let me see y'all do the rap.
I'm sick of it. Where you are? Not in Alabama. Oh, not the Britney Spears. Hey, how you doing?
Big girl, 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 big girl.
Oh, but ain't the little leprechaun. Girl, your wings are so up. You look a mess. All about the big girls. What about the big girls?
Big girl, work it, work it, work. Big girl, work it, work it, work. Big girl, you done suck all the fat off your ass. Big girls, the big girls. You know I love them big girls. Big, voluptuous. Good for the winter time. Hold on to the Badusi. Hold on to the this. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hey, yo, welcome to another edition of the Yours Truly Uncle Luke Show podcast, where we're right here brought to you by no other than Luke Records Gear. You can get all your fresh gear. Go to www.lukerecord.com. Click on the link, the shopping cart, and get your gear. They told me I don't say that enough on here. So I'm telling you right now, go and get your gear at the lukerecord.com shopping cart, and you get all your
Luke Tunes, and all the music, and all the other beautiful stuff. Yo, it's a beautiful day today. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. In the hood. A beautiful day. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you all to another edition of yours truly, Uncle Luke's Show podcast. Right here on YouTube, right here on Facebook, right here on Instagram, right here on Twitter. Yo, we're on all these different platforms on Podbean. You can just hear us while you're in the airplane, minding your own business for about 45 minutes to an hour. Sometimes I go over. And you can just enjoy the moment because we have a good time here on the podcast. We keep it a buck. We keep it 100. I'm just sorry. I mean, there's no filter on here. There's nobody in the control room. Luther, you cannot say this, Luther. You can only say these things. And no. I say what the fuck I want to say, how I want to fucking say it, the way I want to say it, similar to what I did when I went on this field down to Houston.
Tell some of these narrow-minded people what's up, you know?
There's only one place where we can go, where the price is right to see a show. It's always popular with the girls and the guys, 'cause for all my money, it's the best. Buy $10, 2 hours is the time to stay. It's more than enough time to play. Each room has a bed and also a sink, so you can wash your body so it won't stink. But be careful of.
I had to show y'all that. I had to get y'all motivated because this is hump day, baby. This is Wednesday. This is hump day. Yo, we're out. How many more days before the national championship game here in Miami? The University of Miami Hurricanes get ready to take on the Indiana Hoosiers. I got so many Indiana people. I did not know so many Indiana people. Like, Indiana was a basketball school. When you think of Indiana, you think of French Lick. You think of Larry Bird. You think of the coach who threw the chairs out on the basketball court. What? Really? What? Is that what y'all doing in Indiana? Listen, we're going to beat the brakes off y'all. You're going to get so much punishment inflicted upon you that you have never gotten inflicted upon you in your life. It is going to be fucking violent. You think we were violent against Ohio State? We're going to be more violent in this game. It's going to be on the level of, this is going to be on 12. I'm sorry. See, Dade County football, South Florida football, Dade, Broward, Palm Beach County, our type of football, when you get to the money game, I don't think it's a kid in Indiana that can deal with the punishment that you all are getting ready to get dealt with. It's not going to be a regular football game. I'm sorry. It's not going to be a regular. Y'all thought when we played against Ohio State, it was violent. You really thought that. It's going to be, it's going to be hitting like you've never seen it before. You saw when Jonathan Vilma, a guy who I don't like, one of the King. I don't like all Hurricane former players. That one, y'all can have it. But when you saw him make that hit against Nebraska in the Fiesta Bowl, that's the type of violence. You saw the Ohio State game, that's the type of violence. You saw when Miami Northwestern beat Jacksonville Reign last year, it was violent. It was very, very violent. And when I tell you people, this game is going to be on that level times 12, they're going to get hit. Mendoza is going to get hit like he's never been hit before. The little running back for Indiana is going to get hit like he's never been hit before. They're going to come into this climate. Everybody's praying that it's, that it's not 80 degrees. But the weather is going to take a toll. I don't care what the NCAA is trying to do. I don't care what you are trying to do, NCAA, to prevent this from being a home game for the University of Miami. I know in your wildest dream, you didn't expect this. From the point of $700 parking, $700 to park. And then for the valet lot, $4,000. $4,000? Really? $4,000 to park in the valet lot? $700 to park? No tailgating? They're doing everything in their wildest dreams to prevent Miami from having a home field situation. Some people saying, oh, no, they don't want all the people to come to the stadium, and they don't want it to be a situation like when they had the soccer team come to the stadium and they started jumping the fence and climbing the walls and all these different things like that. Really? Really? You're taking away an art form of football. Tailgating away? You're really NCAA. You're doing everything in your power to not make this a home game. See, people, there's only so many locations that there's a possibility of a situation similar to this, where you have a national championship in a major city. The national championship normally are in Miami, Atlanta, Rose Bowl, Fiesta Bowl, Jerry World. So TCU is not going no time soon. But if Texas go, that'd be a home game for Texas. Will they do the same shit? Fuck no. If Georgia go and they go to the Peach Bowl, which the game will be there, that'll be similar to a home game for Georgia. But it won't actually be in the town. Only situation you can get like this is Arizona State, which, by the way, that'll never happen. Or another situation similar to Georgia Tech, because Georgia Tech resides in the city of Atlanta. And that would be, even though Atlanta is a Georgia place, but Georgia Tech resides in the city. Then you have USC for the Rose Bowl. And that type of excitement of the town. But it's Miami. And y'all really scared of us. Y'all really scared of the fact that it's Miami, in Miami Gardens. You're scared. NCAA, you're scared. So you're trying to do everything in your power to prevent us from having a home field advantage. You're trying, look, if it was Philadelphia, I can understand. Philadelphia fans are very passionate. They will whoop your ass and throw snow on you an entire game if you come up in there with a different uniform. We don't do that. We used to do it when we were in the Orange Bowl against the Jets, but we don't do that. We're not gonna turn the Murder Gardens and Miami Gardens to take away tailgating, to charge $700 for parking, to charge $23,000 to get in the game, and the nosebleed is $3,500. I mean, that's a little bit price gouging. That's ridiculous. Mind you, last week we were playing the Fiesta Bowl, you can get a ticket for $49. Now, these are NCAA sanctioned events. So they can put a price tag on the ticket, however they want to put a price tag on the ticket. Yeah, they give X amount of tickets to each university for their fans and for their students. Hopefully they give them the goddamn students. And they're allowed to come to the game, which is good and because it's part of the student package. And then they got season ticket holders. Stadium ain't big enough. But then there's those tickets that the NCAA control outside of the ones that they give to their sponsors, the ones that they give out to the general public, which becomes the tickets that they give to the brokers. And it goes crazy. But the parking, that's bullshit. NCAA, That is bullshit. $700 to park at the stadium. That is absolute bullshit. When you know on bowl games, you don't normally have teams come in. Most teams that are coming in for a bowl game, their fans are staying at the host hotel. They're all to get bussed into the stadium. There's virtually no parking. There's virtually parking available for everybody. I'm sorry. Because the fans are being bussed in. But because it's the University of Miami and we're playing at home, we're going to make it not affordable for the average person to be able to come and just go out there and tailgate. Can't afford to get in the game, so you go tailgate. Oh, no, you motherfuckers ain't going to have no tailgate. All right, well, you're going to then go in there and park. $700 a park. $4,000 to go to the valet. What? Really? It's all bullshit. NCAA, you're full of shit. You're full of shit. I made a statement last week on my other show on Monday where I talked about having the black college referees officiate this game because this game is on Martin Luther King Day. That would be so appropriate. Then I had people like Omar Kelly jump out there saying, oh, no. What do you mean black HBCU officials as if they're not qualified? Unbelievable. This is the type of shit you have to deal with, with black media. It ain't even the white media. It's black media that comes out. Oh, no, they're not qualified. Yeah, so they're so as if they're chopped liver. Based on what the fuck you just seen, these games here have been horribly called. So they're the creme de la creme. These games have been horribly called. People are getting undressed. People are getting violently hit. I mean, this shit is so bad for more reasons than one. And you're going to tell me a HBCU top officiating crew can't call this game? It's all bullshit. But yeah, let's get into it. I put on here so bad that I had to do this. I got so many fucking people calling me for a ticket. It is unbelievable. I had to make a flyer, and the damn thing went viral. They put it on NBC6. Everybody talked about it. Don't call me for no tickets. I don't have tickets. Don't call me for a ticket. Can I get in? Can I just walk to the stadium and walk right in that motherfucker? Fucking right. But don't, I mean, look, buy your ticket. Buy your ticket. Buy your ticket. Tickets are limited. Look online. You know the tickets cost $4,000. Now don't call me. What are we doing? I can't make this up. Speaking of tickets. Speaking of NCAA, we're going to stay right here. We're going to stay right here. John Calipari, listen to what the fuck he got to say.
If a kid transfers 4 times, is he going to graduate from that school? There's no way. You can't graduate. So now you're going to be done playing without a college degree. You have no ties to the last school you went to where they feel that you're from Arkansas, you played here, we're here, you're going to have opportunity. That's done. You're offered $55,000 in your first job, and you go, what? $55,000? Do I have to show up? Are they going to? You got me an apartment, right, or a car? I mean, I'm worried about mental health. Mental health. That, look, I've been poor, and you know what's worse than being poor? Coming across some money and then being poor again. That's the worst. That's probably why I'm cheap, because I'm not going back there. But yeah. So my thing is, and I've been pushing this, you can transfer once without penalty. Because you picked the wrong school, the coach lied to you, there was another player that came that you didn't know about. One time. And after that, you got to sit. Because what do you think they're transferring for? Somebody help me here. Why are they say it? That's it. It isn't because they're mad at this or that. I can extort you, and if you don't give it to me, I'm going over here. If we cure that, I've been saying it for 5 years, no one listens to me.
Okay. It's a lot to unpack. Let's start right there. John Calipari, you're full of shit. For more reasons than one. And I'm going to break this shit down of how much you're full of shit, John. You're full of shit because, number one, you want kids to be able to only transfer one time. No, before I even get to that part, you're full of shit because you're lying to those people in the room. You're lying to the general public, in my opinion. You're giving them this perception as if kids are the only ones that jump in the portal. You don't talk about the coaches who cut these kids. 80% of the kids who are in the portal have been cut. Every kid don't jump in the portal to then go run for, what are they jumping in the portal for? Money. Crowd. Let me hear you say it. What are they jumping in the portal for? Money. That tells you the general consensus of people don't understand how the portal actually works. The portal actually works like this, a twofold situation. A kid can get in the portal himself to go somewhere else for a better opportunity. That's his right. But then, this is what you don't see come across the ESPN ticker that you would normally see in an NFL cutting situation. NFL goes, we've got to get down to the 53-man roster. Okay, we're going to cut. Hey, Bob Swinger just got cut. He just got picked up off waivers from another team. You don't see that in the NCAA. Kids get to knock on the door all the time where they get to be told, hey, look, your service is no longer needed here. You're cut. Because the average person don't know that it is not a 4-year scholarship. It is a 4 years. Every year, they have to exercise the option every year. It's a 4-year, 1-to-1-to-1. It's 1 year with 3 options. A 1-year contract with 3 options, no different than any other contract. Hey, look, don't pan out. We got to renew your scholarship after every football season, which normally happens in January, people. People don't understand that. Oh, my son got a 4-year ride at the University of whatever. No, it's not a 4-year ride scholarship. I'm sorry. That kid has to produce. I learned that a long time ago. I was in the locker room when Jimmy Johnson was like, I will cut your ass. It's about football around here. I will cut the dog shit out of you. You better come here and focus on football. So I want to focus on. No, you're not here for academics. You are here for football. It's always been that way. But the general public is fooled because they think that these kids are getting a 4-year free education. No, it's 1 year with 3-year options that has to get exercised every year. So let's go back to Calipari. Kid can only be, he or she should only be able to transfer one time. Okay, so now we established that you coaches are putting kids in the portal and cutting them, or said kid then decide that he want to leave for more money. Yeah, that happens. No question about it. So then now, if he can only leave and only can leave one time, so if he does that one time, does the new school guarantee him 3 years? Because so Calipari says, oh, you go to Arkansas, and if you're not here and you don't graduate from Arkansas, then you can't take reap the benefits of the university supporting you at the University of Arkansas. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. Reap the rewards, the benefits. I know a bunch of broke-ass players right now who went to the University of Miami and can't get a fucking job or no support from the school. I know a bunch of broke-ass players from Florida State, you name it, Florida, all over, Alabama, everywhere, that then went to these colleges and they can't get no support from the colleges. And the ones I know went there for 4 entire years and did an excellent job. Put their body on the line. Some of them fucking can't even walk straight because they laid their body on the line. So all that the university is going to support you, yeah, they do some players. Normally the quarterback who doesn't look like us. Well, in some cases, the quarterback, the star players, they have a steakhouse here and there, or car lot. Some booster did a deal with them. But the mass majority of them don't get support from the university. They use them and throw them in the garbage. But let's go back to, are you going to guarantee them the 3 years that they have when you do transfer one time? Are you going to guarantee that they can't be cut? You going to do that, Calipari? Well, let's keep on going with Mr. Hypocritical Calipari. How many fucking players that you recruited that did one and done? Ooh. Are they able to go back to Kentucky or Memphis or Arkansas to be supported by the community of Memphis, Arkansas? Yeah. If they're big-time NBA player, they can always go back because the fanboy booster club would love to see them back, even if they play one fucking year. Hello? Don't bullshit. Don't bullshit. I'm not going to let you bullshit the people. John Calipari, I'm not going to let you bullshit these people, man. Don't do that. You're a fucking hell of a salesman. But I'm not going to sit up here, my friend, and let you bullshit them. They'll let you do that and don't say nothing to you on ESPN because you're represented by the same people who represent the people on TV. But I'm not going to sit up here and let you bullshit the people because you're painting this picture as if it's all about the kids. And the kids are just jumping in the portal because they want to leave, and they want to leave for more money. And then they can't get the benefits of the school. But now, here's the other part. When are you going to criticize the coaches? So the ones who do leave for more money, they're being tampered with, Johnny. They're being tampered with. Somebody is calling them at some type of point or some sort of way, calling somebody, their 12-year-old agent, and say, we want his services over here. That's how they get in the portal. Are you going to jump on the coaches and say, you coaches are doing some fucked up shit? You're tampering with these players and you're calling these players up and you're offering them more money than the money that they're receiving at these colleges? How the fuck do a player leave? How do you jump in the portal knowing that you're jumping in the portal? See, the portal is a big-ass mirage. It's all bullshit. It's a big mirage because there are no rules and responsibilities. There's no accountability. There's no, oh, you jumped in the portal for money. They need to separate it. You jumped in the portal because you're exercising your free agency. You jumped in the portal for money. Oh, you tampered. You put this kid in the portal. You called this kid up. There are schools, John, there are schools that call kids up. Tell them to jump in the portal. They're going to pay them $300,000 and $400,000. They jump in the portal, and these schools then go and get another player. How about that, Johnny? How about that, Johnny? What happens to those schools who tamper, tell a player to jump in the portal? When they jump in the portal, then the school get missing. They don't want to talk. You can't get the motherfucker on the phone. Hey, if he jump in the portal, we'll give him $400,000. We'll take him right now. And then the school get missing. There's no checks and balances of this shit. So don't put it on the kid. It's all bullshit. Don't do that, Johnny. Come on, Johnny. You're better than that, Johnny. Speaking of putting it on the kid, my God, this show is major. Speaking of putting it on the kid, I talked about this on my first show when the reporter said this to the Jacksonville Jaguars coach.
Thank you. You hold your head up, all right? You guys have had a most magnificent season.
Thank you.
You did a great job out there today.
Appreciate
so you
it.
just hold your head up, okay?
Thank
and
you,
ladies
ma'am.
and gentlemen, Duval, you the one, all
Thank
right?
you, ma'am.
keep it going. We got another season, okay?
I appreciate
Take
it.
care and much continued success to you and the entire team.
Thank you, ma'am.
And everybody jumped. When I saw this over the weekend and I did this on my show, I know it was going to be a shitstorm. And boy, the shitstorm that it is right now, I didn't know it was going to be on this level. But I know that people were going to come after this lady. Call her everything but the child of God, because we live in a world where Donald Trump is our president and J.D. Vance is our vice president, and everything that everybody suspects is about DEI. Diversity, equity, inclusion. They think that a black person is in the media room, where mostly 95% of the people that are in the media room doing press is white guys and girls. And there's probably only 10% black media in there. Shouts out to Jacksonville Jaguars for giving that lady media credentials, because media credentials are very hard to get. They're very hard to get. And for what I learned after this situation, and this young man saw this interview and saw the widespread attention, Jacksonville Jaguars gave her unlimited media credentials. She got on, the coach called her job and everything. Look, man, I love you. Thank you. When I looked at that, see, I'm on some different shit. And that's a great thing that the coach did. That's a great thing the Jacksonville Jaguars did, because you need more media like this. Everybody wants this viral moment. Everybody wants this fucking viral moment. They think you go up in there and harass the coach or the player to get you a viral moment. The way they, listen, the way the Cleveland Browns media, Mary Kay and everybody else did Shedeur Sanders, they poked at him, tried to get that angry black man out of him. To see something like this go on, it's a breath of fresh air. It lets you know that there are some sane people in the media room. But let me explain to you about media. Let me explain to you about the Constitution. Let me explain to you, because I'm a guy who, a defender of the Constitution, whether or not we live in these times right now of Donald Trump and J.D. Vance and the rest of them, and they're doing everything possible. And a large part of the American people have shredded the fucking Constitution. You know, I went to the Supreme Court fighting for free speech, and I won. And there's a little thing in the Constitution called freedom of the press. The founders put freedom of the press in there so that the media can have access. They never said the proper media is to go and attack the individual that you're interviewing. No, it says you can go. It says freedom of the press. What is the press? What is the press? Those are individuals who get credentials that say that work at publications, and that determines whether they're press. Whether it's a good publication, whether it's Vanity Fair, or whether it's Vibe magazine, whether it's the Jacksonville Black newspaper. You go in there and ask the questions of the coach that you want to ask. And so I put this clip from the Cleveland Browns organization where the guy said basically the same thing to Kevin Stefanski, because he knew he was going to get fired. And he was like, oh, you did such a great job, Kevin. You were given this horrible offense, and you were given this, and, you know, I want to see you here. I love you, Kevin. Can I tongue kiss you right now, Kevin? I just want to come tongue kiss you. I'm not going to be in Cincinnati for your last game, but I really want to tongue kiss you right now. Nobody said shit about it. Nobody said shit. It was like, but Adam Schefter tweeted this, and everybody jumped on this black lady, even black media. But then I like how Jacksonville responded. The Jaguars responded. You get unlimited media credentials. Because why we got to live in this world of hate? Why we got to live in this world of hate? It's the media against everybody. How many times have you saw Fox News get on TV and kiss up to Donald Trump? And then you go look at MSNBC and they killed Donald Trump. And then you go look at CNN and they go off on Donald Trump. And then you go look at CNN and you look at Abby's show and you have people who cape for Donald Trump, and then you have people who hate Donald Trump. Do they go after the people who love Donald Trump or hate him? No. That is what the media is right now. The founders, when they created freedom of the press, it wasn't designed for this. This fucking shit right now is a show. Media is supposed to be, in the news today, Luther Campbell gave away 1,000 turkeys. And that is what he did in Liberty City. Okay, fine. Moving on to the next story. In the next story, Joe Blow is going to be the Dolphins' new coach. That's the press. Right now, it's, Luther Campbell gave away 1,000 turkeys. He should have gave away 2,000 turkeys with the type of money he got. Joe Blow is the coach. Why would they get him to be the coach? That's not the press. That's you forming your opinion. That's why where the major problem comes in at the FCC level. I can get on this here and go all day, because the FCC is allowing these type of things to go. They're supposed to determine what's a show and what's news. What's a show and what's news? What's news is the press. But those people going up, that ain't news, what you see on CNN, Fox, and MSNBC. That's a goddamn show. And they need to frame their ass up as a show, because most people are sitting there looking at it thinking that's the press, that's the news. The news is supposed to be follow the Constitution and tell you the story as it is, and you're supposed to believe what the fuck you see on the news because it falls up under the Constitution. Which is that's a whole nother show. I'm gonna come back to that. When we beat Indiana ass, I'll be back to that. But speaking of a show, and speaking of news, these two
was overblown. I was simply saying, is cursing the president out and calling him a piece of on national television or in front of a national audience going to help your constituency? I wanted to know the answer to that question.
You know, it's not just Joy Reid and...
Well, let me say something about Joy Reid. Let's get this out of the way. I don't know this woman. I've met her one time. I shook her hand once. I've never spoken to her in my life. And she's responding that way because when she got fired by MSNBC, her show got canceled. I spoke on it. And what I said was, she is a talent, highly intelligent woman. I respect her. The issue, however, is that if your numbers drop 47% and you are black, in this culture that we're living in, did you really expect something else to happen? Of course they were going to do that to you. I'm looking at it and I'm saying, okay.
So I have thoughts, as you might imagine, and I'll share them Monday on the Joy Reid Show. E.T. See you, Steven.
That had to be a technical difficulty moment for me right there. Joy Reid, I love Joy Reid. That's my sister. I'm going to have her on this show. When I get past this national championship, me and her talk quite a few times. I'm going to actually be on her show sometimes this week. Let me just say this. I hate to see that those two are arguing. And because Joy is my good friend. Joy used to work down here in Miami. Me and Steven became cool because Jamel Hill, who he's not cool with now, told me, look, Steven does so much for African Americans at ESPN that you need to stop these fucked up tweets about Stephen A. Smith. That's what Jamel Hill told me. And so I'll be thinking it's funny that they're arguing right now. And, it's Jamel Hill, Kerry Champion, Joy Reid. Those are two or three other sisters. Those are, they real. Those are fucking real sisters. When I tell you that, they're fucking real. What's my other girl name? Man, my God, I forget what her name is. She's going to kill me. But it's about 4 of them. They're fucking real. They don't play. They know their shit. These are some of the most brilliantest women in their craft that you can ever imagine. And for you to be Stephen A. Smith, that is no win fighting them. I'm just telling you, if you want to motherfucker pick a fight, you might want to pick a fight with somebody else, because picking a fight with Joy Reid, Jamel Hill, Carrie Champion, and those sisters, they ain't nothing to play with. I'm here to tell you. I'm here to tell you, you cannot win. You will not be able to win, because you ain't fucking with you ain't messing with some small-minded, narrow-minded individuals. They don't play. They will cut you everywhere but loose, my brother. But why you keep fighting them? Why? Why you keep... Just say, I don't want to talk about it. It's easy. Well, Joy Reid and the sister set you up. Well, Joy Reid and you took the bait. And you jumped out. Stephen, stay the fuck. Joy Reid said it on the podcast. I listened to the podcast. I think you'll go follow her, look at her podcast, because she has some very great topics. I mean, the way she cut up Nicki Minaj. Oh my God. It was like not using a machete, but it was using a scalpel. When I saw her on this one show, I mean, damn. You know, you some people you don't fuck with. Like me, I won't fuck with no Joy Reid and Carrie Champion and Jamel Hill. Jamel Hill, I have to chill Jamel Hill, because Jamel Hill will check my ass. That is like all of my sisters. Even though that Carrie Champion, oh my God, I would date her in a heartbeat. My God. But let me get myself back to y'all. Let me just say this. Those women are sharks. They are very, very good at what the fuck they do, and they are not to be fucked with. She cut Nikki up so bad, she went back to tell Nikki is an immigrant. I didn't even know Nikki was an undocumented immigrant. And all the other stuff, I'm going to leave that alone. Brought up, you was fucking going after Donald Trump. Now you done went over there and cut a deal. Oh my God. That was surgical. That was fucking surgical. And Stephen, you keep messing with these women. Leave that crew alone. Leave them alone. Don't bother with them. If they say something, look, my daddy always told me, trouble easy to get in and hard to get out. And you're finding it hard to get out of it, because you go from one of them sharks to the next one. And they're eating you alive. You cannot win. So leave them alone. Leave the ladies alone. You want to throw the little shot to, your numbers go down, 45, don't do that. You know people make shit up. They have no reason in the world to take Joy Reid off the TV. They had no reason in the world for Jamel Hill not to be on ESPN. How brilliant she is. There's no reason in the world Carrie Champion should not be on fucking ESPN with her own show. Stop it. They got a lot of jobs for these ladies to do with the intelligence and the smarts that they have. They could be fucking producing shows. But because they are so fucking pro-black, and it's coming out of black women's mouths, a lot of people have a problem with that. And you know that, Steve. They done set your ass down a numerous amount of times. I thought they set you down, but you was on vacation. I thought you was coming back and not even fucking with this politics shit on the podcast. But you just came back off of vacation and you just doubling down. It's like them white boys told you up there, hey, Steve, I need you to go harder. Because this type of shit, I'm like, my brother, my God, don't do it. Leave it alone. Speaking of leaving it alone, this motherfucker went to the plant. This boy, y'all. Hey, y'all president, our president, this man is fucking bananas. Trump is a motherfucker. Trump don't give a fuck. Trump knows that he's getting ready to lose the midterms. He don't give a fuck. Y'all talking about what's presidential. Hey, what's presidential? Presidential is being posh and being eloquent and being so gracious and all that. Ain't no motherfucking gracious in this shit. Hey, listen, man. I know Trump was wild a long time ago. When I went to that when he invited me to a party at Mar-a-Lago, I don't talk about the party, and which I never will, because you just don't do that. But this motherfucker is crazy. Trump wasn't mentioned before when Trump was a Democrat and a liberal, and he was mentioned in so many rap records, and he was glorified, and he was on a pedestal for all New York rappers. New York rappers fucking put Trump on a pedestal because Trump hung out with the brothers, partied with the brothers, and they felt like Trump was a goddamn brother. I ain't gonna say Trump is a nigga because no. Trump is wild as fuck. This man is. The people at the plant, he goes and visits the plant in Detroit. Hey, I'm going to visit the plant. He didn't bail their ass out I don't know how many times. And then the dude down said, man, fuck you. Called Trump every kind of name in the world and all that. Trump shoot the birdie and said, fuck you. From what I heard, they allegedly fired the guy. You don't need to fire. That's freedom of speech. Freedom of speech. That man got the right to say what the fuck he wants to say. So how can y'all fire him at the plant? He gonna get a big ass lawsuit, and unfortunately, thank God they got unions. So the union is heavy in fucking Detroit. They don't fucking play. They gonna protect that man. But this motherfucking president, y'all president, goes there and do this to the goddamn fuck you. You talk that shit to Trump. Trump, wow. This man, wow. This man, first part of the week. And I said this on the show, and I guess everybody just jumped on it. It was like, yeah, Trump is on some gangster shit. He parking them goddamn ships outside and blowing up the man, took the man, look, motherfucker, I take you and your motherfucking wife. Take them, and I'm taking you, your wife, your drugs, and I'm gonna take your fucking all. Man, I'm trying to tell you, this guy here. And then he go, okay, my first tour, I'm going out to the plant. Fuck it. I'm going to go out to the plant. Hey, man, hey, Trump, fuck you, man. You on that bullshit, man. You got a nigga fucked up. Man, fuck you. I can't make this shit up. Y'all elected a goddamn fool. Speaking of a fool, listen to this.
This is the use of force policy of the Department of Justice. Quote, agents may not fire at a moving car that is threatening them unless no other objectively reasonable means of defense appear to exist, which includes moving out of the path of the vehicle. This is DOJ policy.
That is the DOJ policy. So I get on here, and people want to jump on me. Luther, you don't know what you're talking about. Luther, you don't know what you're talking about. So what I normally do here on this podcast, because most of y'all don't believe nothing coming out of my mouth because I'm a black man and y'all think it's DEI or whatever the fuck it is, DUI, DEI. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do anything, don't take no drugs. Only drugs I'm on is some ointment on the burnt part of my leg here that I fucking did some dumb shit. People. So I go get these clips of these white people saying it, then you'll believe it. Because y'all ain't going to believe what white people say. So Geraldo, credible reporter, he recites the same shit that I recited about the DOJ and the DOJ's policies. Now, do you believe it? You don't supposed to be shooting at an unarmed car. You don't do it. I learned that a long time ago. When you see high-speed chases in Liberty City, because I'm from a city where they do high-speed chases was like a normal thing, and you like, why the fuck they don't shoot at him? And the police officer said, no, you can't do that. The reason you don't shoot at people moving like that, part of the reason they have that law in place, because you can miss, and there could be an innocent person walking down the street and you could shoot them. So they stop shooting. The bullet can go straight through the window, or the window is down and go across and hit another innocent person. Duh, you shoot the motherfucker, and what does they do? Which is what the lady did when he shot him. When the police officer shot her. She dead, and she crashed into, thank God, a pole or a can. What if there had been some people sitting there? He shot it. He did what he had to do to this lady, and this lady ended up running into a crowd of people because she's unalive now. That is the reason why any law enforcement. So when J.D. Vance pussy ass get up there and go to talk about, oh, he had the right to do that. And Trump, come on, Trump. Trump, you know you can't do that. You're a gangster. You're a gangster, and you know what gangsters know what gangsters know what gangsters can do and what they can't do. So for you guys to sit up there and assume that you can just do some dumb shit like shoot people, unarmed people, you know you're dead ass wrong for that. You can't do it. So moving right along, ladies and gentlemen, let me just say this.
Make the booty go, 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 pop, pop, make the booty go, pop, pop.
I need some bad girls. I'm gonna let y'all hear my new song. I need some bad girls. Come on, baby. Come on, right here. You and you. Come on with that, your fine ass.